this is Brett from MCAD Mama, and I wanted to do a video for you today, and I was thinking, what do I want to talk about? Well, I feel awful. This is going to be a video about my Nexplanon and my experience that I've had with it. If you're not comfortable with Nexplanon, or if this is a little TMI for you, that is fine. But if you're considering getting it, tune in and listen up. Nexplanon is an insert that they put in your arm. It's supposed to be good for 3 years. It is not hormone free, but it is supposed to be very low in hormones compared to the pill or the shot or the patches. And I used to love the patches. I had like no side effects with patches. But I know there's more than one kind. But at first, it was great. I didn't have any problems. Sorry, kids. It's raining outside today, so. But every month now, about a week before my period, when you would ovulate, I get nauseous so bad. My stomach hurts, but at the same time, I'm starving. This is usually the time where it's where you start craving the chocolate and the junk food. You eat all this stuff, so your body has extra energy to do this, and my body won't let me eat. It's like I'm nauseous, I'm thin. I almost threw up on my kids this morning. I was like, because I'm potty trained, so we're in the bathroom, and I was like, and it's like this happened. This is about the second or third month in a row now, where about a week before my period, I feel like shit. I want to crawl in bed under the covers and eat chocolate. They have an extra air conditioning unit in my bedroom, and the cold air seems to help, but it's like I'm completely nauseous. My whole stomach area is actually just sore. Last month I don't have it right now, but last month I had tenderness and everything. It was a mess. It was so bad last month. My husband actually went out and bought me a pregnancy test just to make sure, because there's like a 1% chance that you could get pregnant on Nexplanon. Because obviously the only way to actually, unless you're getting your tubes out, to not get pregnant is to not be intimate. So, but it is an insert into your arm. I've had it now, it's August. I may have had it for like 4 months. But let's see if I can do this. The lighting in here is very bright because the light's like right above my head. No, I can't see it in this video. Oh, I'm sorry. But it's a little mark, a little bitty scar. Like, I don't even know if I get, like, a little bitty. It felt like getting a shot when they inserted it. It's just a little piece of plastic. Pretty sure it's all plastic. I had an MRI with it, so, and I didn't feel anything. So, and it did get sore about a week after insertion, and I got like a good sized bruise in that area, and it hurt pretty bad. Like, I didn't even want to like give my husband a hug, because just the slight pressure actually hurt. But Nexplanon works by thickening the mucus around the cervix, and then it makes it where if it was to try to implant on your cervix, that the egg would not be, they would not like it. It's not like a very habitable place for it, and the thickening mucus keeps from sperm from reaching it. And I think it works one other way. This is based off what my doctor has told me. I'm not a doctor, but it does not, if you have problems with it, it does not, if sperm was to make it to the egg, there's no 100% chance that it actually keeps them apart. So if that makes you uncomfortable, the Nexplanon would not be for you. A common symptom people do complain about is a lot of spotting and heavy bleeding. I have not experienced that. My last period actually only lasted 3 days. And once it was over, all my nausea and all that stuff just disappeared. I was so happy. It's like I'm actually happy when my period comes, because then all these symptoms go away. It's like I feel like I'm pregnant. Like first trimester, throwing your breakfast, not eating breakfast and throwing up your lunch. Pregnant. And it's just, I know I'm not. Like mentally, I know I'm not. But it's like, I feel awful. And the best I can do is let my kids run and let them play in the house because it's raining outside, and just kind of chill and watch YouTube, put on a Disney movie, and just kind of hope that they'll let me relax today and let me rest, because this will probably go on for at least another week. It just, like, I just started feeling this way the last 2 or 3 days, so I'm sure, sorry, my stomach, at least 3 weeks. And then it's like, and so, if you don't like your stomach being upset like this, Nexplanon may not be for you. I don't like it, but I've already got it. And unfortunately, my life circumstances, I'm going to try to keep it as long as I can, because I haven't had it that long either. But hormone-wise, this has been, other than the pregnancy symptoms I get during ovulation time, is phenomenal. Like, I'm not crying, I'm not mad, I'm not just being a royal pain in the butt. Because I had one that actually made me cry when my husband told me he didn't like the color of a couch that we were shopping for a couch. He told me, well, I don't like the color, and I just started crying in the store. And he's like, you're going home and getting off of that today. It's just like, sorry for the lighting. I hope, if you are considering Nexplanon, that this might help you, especially if you're like me and you have problems with hormones, progesterone, and because they really mess with me mentally. So if you're like me and you have problems, this might be for you. If you don't like your stomach being upset, like seriously, like waking up and not being able to eat, then that may not be for you either. And there's women out there who have no symptoms, none at all. So if you know anything about what I can do to get rid of this stomach thing, because I am like so over it, because I've had 2 kids, but yeah, I'm gonna get off here, and I'm going to be doing a meal planning video soon, and then hopefully I'll be able to get a homeschool video up, and I'm going to do a live catch-up video. See you soon.